All right, we got another true banger here from Bay Talks. This is Cecil's biggest mistake. So I already talked about it in a couple of reactions in an essay I did on this channel about how Cecil's mistake with Conquest is pretty much the death of his character in the comic for sure, but also in the show. But I do like the way the show went out of its way to humanize Conquest in a way that the comic did not. And I'm hoping that by doing that, by adding that extra layer of character to Conquest, it somehow is used to help there be some kind of connection between the two that helps rationalize or explain Cecil's decision here, because it's one of the weirdest writing decisions in the comic, at least to me. So I'm interested to see what Bay Talks has here to say, and I'll be interested to see how the show deals with this issue. So let's get into it.
I love Cecil. Aww. He does everything possible to keep the planet safe by whatever means necessary. But bro was off of it when he decided to do this shit.
He's in a 400-ton block of tungsten steel alloy if he so much as twitches.
Some what, nigga? Some regular steel? You mean the shit that your buildings are made of that he was ripping through? Crazy.
This whole place explodes.
Are you serious?
This is bullshit.
For sure, dude. Some metal is gonna hold Conquest in place. And if he moves, the whole building blowing up will definitely stop him. For sure. I'm really hoping Cecil rigged the place with that sound device, because that's gonna be the only thing saving their ass when Conquest inevitably busts out.
Spoilers, in the comic, he did not. He did not. Conquest just escapes, bro. That's it. Like, it was a mistake, and then Conquest almost kills Mark again, so...
But I doubt it. It's pretty obvious Conquest is gonna bust out and tear up the planet one more time. Another thing I'd like to mention, how the is he gonna heal from this? I know the Viltrumites can heal fast, but they can heal from being completely dead?
Yeah, so the Viltrumites can pretty much self-heal almost everything as long as their heart is intact, because it's like their blood that has the healing properties. So for some reason, Conquest can't grow his arm back. That's another weird part of it for sure. That makes no sense. Kind of like how Krieg can't grow his eye back. It's weird, right? But for the most part, it's explained in the story at least a couple times that as long as their heart is not damaged, they can heal from pretty much anything.
Because this dude's dead. He's missing his whole face. This is some shit only Deadpool and Wolverine could heal back from. But whatever, I guess Viltrumite's healing factor is stronger than I thought.
It is.
Cecil's character up until this point has made pretty much only good decisions. Mostly at least. But this just seems way out of character. The cons of keeping Conquest alive outweigh the pros by a mile. He was dog-walking Mark, who is the strongest superhero on Earth, and destroying the planet with minimal effort. Why would you try to keep him alive?
Oh, sorry. Let me walk that back. They can't heal amputation. That's why he can't grow his arm back. So that's what it is. If they had cut his head off, he would have died from that, because they can't heal amputation. But they can kind of piece shit back together if it's still connected, because it'll have like blood flow and shit, because their heart will pump into it.
I don't know.
We don't have a choice, Donald.
Yes, you do. The other choice that you have, and the best option, would be to keep cooking up those invincible variant Reanimen. Those dudes will be monsters. Apply the sound device to those Reanimens so that they can weaken a Viltrumite and then land some easy juicers. I don't know if the sound would hurt the invincible Reanimen, but they could test it out before doing it. I don't see how it would, because they're already dead, but still gotta test it out. And then maybe have Robot mass produce a bunch of robot suits that also have the sound device. Boom. It's that easy. That's about it. That is a much better and safer plan than keeping Conquest alive. So Cecil saying this is the only option is complete bullshit.
Robot does eventually steal that strap for his own.
Also, Cecil said he wants him alive to question him about how to stop the Viltrumite Empire.
He's gonna tell us everything
Nigga, no, he's
about
not.
the Viltrum Empire.
Do you really think he, out of anyone, would spill the beans? I'm no detective, but I have a hunch that the Viltrumite boogeyman, the dude who other Viltrumites fear, is not gonna peep a word. And unless they have a sound device hooked up in that bunker, as soon as he heals up, whoop, he's out of there.
That's exactly what happens.
Shit. The last thing I want to talk about is the betrayal to Mark, Eve, and everyone else that was involved in taking down Conquest. And by everyone else, I mean Mark, Eve, and Oliver. Mark said this to Cecil when he was told about Conquest's body.
Burn it.
I doubt he'll be happy to find out that Conquest is still alive, and Cecil did not, in fact, burn it.
What is that?
Let's just say Cecil ends up having bigger problems to worry about by the time Mark tries to come and pull up on him about it. So some shit happens where it's like it's really a non-factor at that point.
What is that?
And Cecil was just starting to win Mark's trust back. Not related, but Cecil rolled up mad late to the squabble. He was a little tardy to the party with this dookie beta-ass squad. No disrespect to Donald, my boy's a gangster, but what the hell is he gonna do? The only person in this group who would actually be able to do anything is probably Tech Jacket.
True.
He's really underrated, and I plan on making a video on him soon.
Tech Jacket is the GOAT.
But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this decision by Cecil. Also let me know what he could have done differently, but that's all I got for you guys today, so I'll see you in the next one. Doses.
Another true banger. So yeah, I'm hoping the show has a different way of dealing with it. I don't think the comic did it terribly. It's just not really explained. I'm sure maybe the comic writers explained it like in the liner notes or like in the footnotes of the comics, but or like they have this like Invincipals thing they would do at the end of every issue where they would talk about like previous issues and things going forward and stuff like that. Maybe it was explained somewhere there. They have some guidebooks that maybe it was explained there. So I might look into that at some point if I'm feeling extra nerdy one of these days. But honestly, from what I've observed, it's just like a complete departure from Cecil's like normal character so that they could do something with the story in terms of Conquest later on. Basically like Mark getting his rematch with Conquest basically, or Conquest getting his rematch, which they do get. But I think we've had enough spoilers today. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.